I will do a little introduction. Can you see us yet or not yet?
Absolutely. We're good to go.
All right, Nicholas is going to go ahead and come up and do an introduction.
Hi, I'm Nicholas, and how we got started is by...
Tell them where we're from.
We're from Tiffany Ridge Elementary, and how we got started is by like 20% time, which is 30 minutes of Genius Hour. And so it's Genius Hour is like what you're passionate about, and it's what you want to do.
So you're saying that you spend a little bit of time every day doing things that you're really passionate about.
Yes.
Yep.
Very good.
All right. And so we got a couple of friends who thought that they would share with you what they've been working on because there's a little bit of something for everyone.
Okay.
We've got a little bit of technology and a little bit of art. So we'll share just kind of what we've been working on and what they've been researching. Does that sound good, guys?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. How about we start with our technology? Cameron, why don't you come up and talk to them for a little bit?
Okay.
Hi, Cameron.
And we'll adjust it.
Hi. Well, I'm in the technology, and I was making we're making a droid, and what this droid does, it has multi-purposes.
Mm-hmm.
It can move. It's remote controlled. We started it with the remote control car.
And show.
Please show us, because we have two young ladies that are wanting to make a remote controlled, minion monkey. We can use a little bit of help here.
I don't really know how to do that, but this is the inside of the remote control car.
Uh-huh.
We kind of dissected it, and the motor is falling out. And
so what did you find out what you were dissecting?
Well, while we were taking apart the remote control car, we fell into a problem where it was filled with grease and hair. And it was jamming the motor. And so the bottom motor, we took it apart and we laid out all the pieces, and it was so confusing and we couldn't figure it out. And so we're deciding that this is not working, but we're not giving up. We need money to make not only the first one, but we're making another one.
Uh-huh.
We need 2 more remote control cars. We need 2 more extra motors.
So what did you decide to do?
Well, we need a lot of money. And what we decided to get this money is that we're going to team up with a different Genius Hour team.
Uh-huh.
Their names are Ethan and Lucy, and they are making a fundraiser for the school, and we're going to take a little bit of that money to get their utensils, and the rest of the money is going to go to the school and the playground, and maybe even the leftover money after that will go to hospitals. That's what my friend says.
So then maybe we should have Darcy and them talk about their project. Do you think so?
Okay.
Do you all have any questions for Cameron?
Does anybody have a comment? Garrison?
Recently we had a fundraiser too.
You can stand up. Okay, tell them who you are, though, first.
My name is Garrison, and recently we had our own fundraiser. We had a flag football game to raise money for a brain cancer foundation, and we raised over $1,000 from it.
Oh.
Wow. That's a lot of dough.
That is a lot of dough. This particular group thought $200 would be a lot of dough. And so they were very, very proud of themselves.
Oh, we
So
love
They should be. That's a lot of progress.
And I hope that you continue to tinker, because that sounds like an interesting task that you're doing right now.
Thank you.
Darcy, do you want to talk to them real quick about what you're working on? Because Darcy's project ended up meeting up with Cameron's project head on.
Awesome. Hi, Darcy.
Hi, I'm Darcy, and I was working on a fund for the school where I'm calling it the Kids Fund, and we're gonna raise money from the fundraiser, and then we are gonna give all the money to the school to put in a separate fund. So if a kid needs a material, they can get that material using money from the fund.
Kind of like a project, a money for projects that you do. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Awesome. Very, very well. And how are you going? What did you say you were going to do?
We're gonna have a fundraiser. It's kind of like the fundraiser you guys just had, and we're gonna play sports in the school field and everything. Honey?
Why don't you tell about your big meeting?
Oh, we've been meeting recently. We've been meeting with the principal, and we're gonna have another meeting today, so we can solve little bumps run into and how we're gonna do the fundraiser and what date we're gonna pick.
Awesome. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Okay, excellent. And then, Anaya, do you want to share? Yeah.
I'm Anaya, and I think our project is making these beads that I think they've been around for pretty long, and I've learned how to make them, and I've actually made one of these necklaces.
Wait, you not only made the necklace, you made every bead on the necklace?
Yeah.
Do tell.
About the process.
First of all, I was thinking about making these other beads, but they weren't like the way that they were actually supposed to be found and supposed to be made. So my teacher was in, and she told me to make this montage to make the beads actually harden up after like a day or a night. They'll harden up and they'll last longer. And I had to get these designed pieces of paper from other teachers in the fifth grade, and we went to go cut them. About, like, some of them are big on here and some of them are little. We had to go cut them about half size. And then I put some Q-tips because I needed something small enough to roll them up on. And we put some Mosh Pods around at the end. And then, like, these are not hardened up because we just finished these today and I had to kind of rush. So, yeah.
Now, what are you doing with those beads? Are you giving them as gifts or keeping them for yourself? Or are you using them as part of the fundraiser?
First, I'm going to keep them for our Channel 8 news stuff because they're coming to our school to, like, research, talk about our Genius Hour stuff, and we're going to show them how we did it, and then I'm going to keep this as a gift for someone.
Okay. Very nice. Does anybody have any questions or comments? No? Okay. Thank you very much for sharing.
Do we have time for one more?
Absolutely.
All right. How about Kaylee? Do you want to talk with them for a little bit?
Hi, my name's Kaylee, and me and my friend named Camilla are doing this Genius Hour called The Evolution of Dance, and we've decided to start at the 1500s, which the genre is ballet, and we're dancing the 1500s through 2010.
Wow.
And we both have one dance that we do by ourselves, not together. And so today we practiced that, and we've decided that we're having a lot of fun. And there's this other group; they're also doing something like that. They're dancing, and it's been really fun sharing the pod with them. So, yeah.
Very nice. Now, I have a question. Were there any dances that you were unfamiliar with?
Well, I was really familiar with a lot of dances because my mom she likes to dance and stuff, but my partner we came to the 1950s and it came to the animal dances, and like it said kangaroo hop, chicken waddle, and like turkey trot, and she had no idea what that was, and she thought it was stupid. And I explained to her what it was, and she decided that it was really cool, and we're going to do it.
So are you going to show us what a chicken waddle is?
Yeah, let's show them a little bit. Are you going to show them? I think that sounds great. Let's see. Why don't we... All right, there you go, Kaylee. Are you ready?
Let's see it.
You hold your armpit and you
Ready, guys? Get up.
All right, let's do it with them. On our feet. Chicken waddle.
Okay, ready, set,
Here we go. Let's go for it. Excellent. All right, let's have a seat, guys. Have a seat. Thank you. Fabulous. Thank you so much. I think we had a couple questions for you all, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Taylor, did you have questions? Yeah.
Hi, my name is Taylor, and I was wondering if you guys do anything like Genius Hour there.
Does anybody want to tell them about any of the projects that they're involved in? Okay. Ella, do you want to share? Okay, speak loudly.
Hi, my name is Ella, and we're doing a beautiful project. We all do something to help the world. A group's making girls' bathroom look better.
So what's your group doing?
My group is helping the SPCA by making toys and treats and blankets.
Oh, very cool.
Does anybody else want to share? Andrew? Okay, say who you are.
Hi, I'm Andrew, and me and my friend Will are going to have a hockey game to raise money for kids with cancer.
And tell them what you had to do to get this hockey game going.
Basically, we had to get free ice time, players,
Coaches?
coaches,
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So they're hoping their game is actually Saturday night, and that was actually a project that I thought, oh my gosh, this will never in a million years work. And then they called the manager of the local ice arena, and he said that they could have free ice time. So
Oh, wow.
I'm glad I didn't say, no, that's never going to work, because guess what? I was so wrong.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ava? Okay. Mhm. Okay. Let her know who you are.
Hi, my name is Ava, and me and my partner Jenna are doing a 2K clot trot race, and we're doing it to raise blood clot awareness.
Why are you doing it?
To raise blood clot awareness.
Why blood clot awareness? Because they might be thinking,
Because-
why blood clots?
Because my dad had a blood clot,
And
survived it.
Emily?
Great then.
Okay.
It seems like they've really found some things that are close to their heart to give back to. That's awesome.
They did, and they seem to be having a lot of fun with it. Do you have time for just one or two more?
Absolutely. We have time for one or two more.
Okay. Nathaniel? And then Emma, and then that'll be, her hand was up earlier. You can both come up. Okay.
I'm Nathaniel, and we did a flag football game for brain cancer, same as Garrison. And there's some other friends along the way, like Connor, Brett, and Josh, and Dayton.
Takes a lot of people to make it work, doesn't it?
And
we were kind of low on players, and then we ended up getting like lots, and the game went very good.
It did go very well. You did a beautiful job planning it. Okay, and then the one more, the other SPCA group, come on. You girls can come on up. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, you can come up, Kara. Let her know who you are.
Hi, my name's Emma.
And?
My name's Deanna.
And?
My name's Kara. And there would be some.
Excuse me, Mrs. Massone.
Yes.
Could you send Deanna out for the day, please?
Yes. Bye, Dee. Okay,
Well,
go ahead.
we would have Eris here, but she isn't here, and now Deanna's leaving.
Okay, so tell them what you did.
We are doing a donation drive for the SPCA to get donations so that they can have some food and other things to keep the organization having supplies.
Great.
Do you
Is there a
have
reason you chose that organization?
Why'd you choose that organization? Do you want to tell Kara?
Sure. Because we really like animals, and we wanted to help the shelter. We wanted to go there, but we were too young.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. They weren't allowed to go help the animals in person because they have to be 18 years old. Yep. Yeah. So here's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if perhaps maybe we can get together again a little bit later and we can talk a little bit more about our projects and seeing how they're coming along. Because it sounds like you have such interesting things and you're still in the process with some of them that it might be really nice to come back and celebrate again. Would that be okay?
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, absolutely. I think that sounds great. We'd love to hear more about your projects once after you get your hockey game this weekend. We'd like to hear more about how it ended up. We've got a lot of friends who are trying to wrap their minds around what they want to do still.
Yes.
And so we would love to hear more about you all in the next couple weeks.
I think it's really nice because, like I said, we had kids that wanted to make something go, and so does one of your students. And when you hear different ideas, eventually, you learn, not eventually, you right away learn and grow from one another. So this was a nice opportunity.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you so much for meeting with us.
Have a good day.
All right, bye-bye. Bye.